Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines 2. We're back for episode number 2 of this. If you missed the first one, go and check it out. We got started, I talked through some of the menus and stuff, and we picked the map obviously. But now we are in the midst of needing to put in a clinic. So, I've had a thought about where to put this. Now, the area it covers is everything, which is great. So we can basically put this anywhere. And I believe that people, all the cars and stuff, they move out of the way of emergency vehicles now and they don't get stuck behind like they used to. So you don't really need to care really as much as where you need to put them. But somewhere over here makes sense. I think on this corner of the low res perhaps makes the most sense. They're all very happy with it. They all gave it stars. So it's quite a nice little place. So they've got a clinic on their corner as well. There's a lot more people there that I think you can imagine they just walk down to the local doctor's appointment, that kind of stuff. Hopefully somebody will be coming out of here now to go and see to whoever this person is over here that's been calling out. Oh no, they died. Okay, well I think they were waiting for an ambulance. They may have died in the wait. We now have small village. We're moving ahead very nicely. We've got an extra 700,000, 2 points to spend. I know where that's going. And 4 extra squares to use, which we do not need right now. So we're going to go straight into the development tree. And we are going... So we could have parking areas, but this is just not a big enough place for that. I'm going to go straight in with water treatment. We're going to spend that early. Purely because... this, I've noticed, is starting to get a little bit off-coloured, and it's not really flowing away. It's just sitting here, and I think this is a real problem we're going to have with this map. So I want to get on top of that problem before it becomes a problem, and this whole area is that. So I think that was money well spent, or progression tree well spent. Now it gave us 2 points there, so we still have the first one, so I might now put in the advanced road services and have that, so we can put in some traffic lights and signs and stuff like that. Although everything seems to be flowing pretty well at the moment, it is getting busier and busier and busier with every passing moment. So let's speed time up a little bit, because these are still, even in the last episode, I've left this running a little bit, not a lot between episodes, to be honest. I'm recording it the same day. But these are taking a good 15 minutes to fill in. It's taking a long time to get these buildings done. They need a hearse, that's fine. That'll be taken care of. We've got a massive need now for what looks like commercial, yes. So we can put in some more commercial along here. The problem with this commercial is I don't know if it's too far out of the way. Put in a good chunk. I don't know if it's too far out of the way for these, because we don't unlock buses. I was looking through the milestone tree. So large village, we get some budgets and stuff we can take care of, and fire and that kind of stuff. Grand village, we get some policies we can look at, and we get some low rent housing as well, so we can even look at having an affordable area for people to live in. And then we get transportation. So we've got another 2. So we need, well, another 5,000 XP to unlock transportation, so we can actually get people over here on like a little bus loop. But at the moment, they're having to make their own way, so I don't know if that's a problem, being kind of out of the way. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully this thing's chucking out a lot of hearses, because a lot of people have started dying. Where's our cemetery? All seems to be working fine, but I can't see any vehicles coming out of it. There must be a hearse on the way somewhere. There's one. Okay, so they are on the way. But we are starting to get a few deaths now. We've got a bit more demand for industry kicking in, so I think we'll just slowly start to pepper that in. Now, as I mentioned in the first episode, this pool of water here that we could use for drinking water is probably, by having this here, is probably going to start to get pollution effects, and it might end up being polluted. We'll have to not use that should we ever need it. I don't think we'll need to on this map. I think if you have a map that's mostly like this, those sources are very, very, very useful. We have an abundance of water. Our main problem is going to be stopping this water getting polluted, to be honest. So I think we might need to put another road in down here. I don't want to go too far with this industry because I'm not keeping it here. But ideally, I want this to be like prime real estate, this little island here. This industry is going over here somewhere at some point. So I don't really want it here for any longer than we need it. So I don't want to go like and build some eccentric design. I just kind of want to just put there. That'll grab us an extra 2. Yeah, I don't want to go too far with it. And because I've got a lot to move then, you know? I guess we're going to have to go over this water, aren't we? We're just going to have to. We're going to have to bite the bullet and just go over it. We don't need it. I was going to try and be cautious of it, but we don't need it. Let's put in some industry down here. We'll connect it into like a little squared off loop. And then we'll put in some industry. That water will just be off limits. I don't know if it'll clean itself up if we leave from here, whether the water source will clean up. I would assume it will over time. That's about cured any demand we had for that anyway. So I think we need to do something different now with this commercial zone. I think we need a secondary part to it. So I guess we could build off of here. It's going to look the nicest. I guess a little cut out there into like a little secondary road maybe that goes through. We're going to lose a building doing this. If I just build in there like that, it gets rid of a couple, which is a bit unfortunate. But and then we have... We'll stick with the roundabouts because the traffic seems to use the roundabouts quite nicely. I'm not sure how they use T-junctions. Right, that's given us another road of commercial to use, so we can start filling some of that in. What are they not happy about? What's going on here? Condemned? This building is in the wrong zone or outside the grid. It'll be demolished soon. Condemned. This building is in the wrong zone. Why do you mean it's in the wrong zone? We can't put districts down or anything yet. Tool mode. Fill the completely grid. So this is all we can do right now. I don't understand why it's telling me that. Does it mean that's in the wrong zone? What building is it? St. Chirp's Mortuary? I guess that's why, if it's... They don't seem to be complaining now. I think it's just because we did this, and it's like... I don't know. It's gone a bit funny on it. What shops do we have, anyway, down here in town? We have a... short market. We have... I like the sound of that. That sounds... They've really improved the sounds of the vehicles. Ocean Port, I think that says. What's this? Like some sort of restaurant, supermarket thing? I don't know. It's too blurred. I can't read it. Some of the textures are a bit... There we go. You have to wait for them to come in. Leafy green. So that's like a supermarket then. Pricers. We've got... Coordinator. Another kind of supermarket. A few supermarkets. Probably a few too many supermarkets, to be honest. Benzel. Burger joint. It's quite nice down here, but there's a lot of the same kind of shops. I haven't seen... Have we got a petrol station? We've got a out-of-town petrol station there. So we've got one petrol station so far. Which again, we'll have to wait for the textures to pop in. Helicon biofuel. So if you want your fuel, you kind of have to come a little bit out of the way. Hopefully when we get some mods going, I'm going to make like a supermarket with fuel station kind of area. It's getting busy. It's starting to get busy. We've got quite a demand for low-res housing as well, so I think we need to expand our low-res housing. Now, we do have options to go down here with it. I don't want to go too close to the main road. But we can perhaps extend it slightly to about there. Make sure they're all the same. I do like the fact it draws the line for you, so you know exactly how far you've gone. You don't need to remember. So we've also got European apartment buildings, so we can put apartments in now. But I think it's more asking for more of this, I think. And if we take this to a select area and just fill in that should hopefully work as well. So that'll be sort of low-res housing taken care of. We'll have to build a new area. I don't really... Well, we could expand here, actually. Let's put a road in and expand just there. Might just do, like, one expansion there. But that's kind of the area done. This area is filling in here. This is our sort of medium and... Our medium, and I'll put some apartments and stuff out this way as well, I think. We might have to beef up that road, because that's going to get very busy. If we're going to have medium and bigger housing here, straight into the shops, we might have to beef that road up a bit. And make it a bit more friendly to traffic. Because it is busy here. A lot of these cars are parked on the side of the road, so it looks far worse than it is. I think they could probably do with a parking lot here, you know. Have we unlocked those yet? Street lighting, road maintenance. I guess we should start thinking about that. Crosswalks, sidewalks, no left turns, sound barriers, traffic lights. Where are the parking lots? When do we unlock that? Have we already got them? We may already have them. No, we don't. So we need to progression node. Aha. So we need to go in the progression. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. So we need to get... The next time we level up, which will be in about 1,000 XP's time, I might get parking areas because it's getting kind of busy down here and it looks far busier than it is. It'd be nice if they all had somewhere to park that's not on the side of the road. Because I think... Did they take up a lane by parking there? I don't think they do, actually. But still, parking is becoming an issue. Because they're even coming out into here now. And from what I know from the development videos, I didn't watch many of those, these things don't despawn. Look at everybody. They're parking everywhere. There's not even anything over here. And they're having to park over here and walk to where they live. We need parking. This is not ideal because this is just going to spread everywhere. New signature building available, Vertigo Square. Citizens will be dizzy with excitement living here. That's quite a nice building. That's quite a nice building. So we do have these signature buildings, which are like the old sort of signature buildings, I think. I can't remember what they used to call them, but you used to have to put a set amount of them down, and then you get your monuments and stuff. I'm not sure if they're still in the game, but we have signature buildings. So we can put down Vertigo Square. Citizens will be dizzy excitement living here. We might put that down, actually. We might put that down. Now, where would we put this, though? It doesn't really fit in with the... Can we have a look what that looks like without it being blue? How do we... I'd like to see what this looks like without this map mode. I'm sure you can do that, but I don't know how. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. What's something going on here? We've got water treatment plant we need to put in, of course. Schools. So it's now asking for schools. I think we need to put some schools in. I think some schools would be a good idea. They've not really asked for school yet, but I think a school would be a decent idea. So we'll put the elementary school kind of... I think I'll put the elementary school here. We've got like a little footpath that goes through there. There we go. We'll put the elementary school there. I like the coverage. This covers a lot more than it used to. And the high school... We'll put the high school on this road. Something like that. Large village. We've now got large village. Things are looking good. An extra 800,000, 5 squares, and 3 progression points, which we will spend on parking areas because we massively need them now. So now we've got parking areas. So we can put in an overground parking building, which we will probably put over here somewhere. Small parking lot, medium parking lot. Cost a lot of money, don't they? How many cars does that fit in? The small. How big is that really? It's not massive, is it? It's not massive, but I think one over here. Actually, off this road. We need them off this road, don't we? Let's put a large parking lot off of that road. And see if that fills up. It's already filling up. Look at them come in straight away. They can't wait. Well, that guy just used it to turn around. But everybody else, I think, is generally... Some of them are getting confused, but it's working straight away, so... This is definitely, I think, we need more of. So we've got the school here, so it makes sense to have the school with some parking as well. So we'll have a medium parking lot outside the school. And we'll also have a medium outside of this one as well, and hope that's enough for people. I think that should be enough. I mean, they've got their own parking as well. Although they haven't quite been connected in properly. There we go. They've got their own parking as well, but then they've got for extra visitors and people picking up at the end of the school day. They can all park there as well. That's filling up nicely. So I think we'll slow down time just a little bit because we've got a lot of demand now coming in for all things. We can start painting some areas as well. Fire, which we do not have. And if it's anything like Skylines 1, if you wait for this sort of thing, somebody's going to have a big fire and it'll cause a lot of problem. We'll put it over in the industry area. It covers the entire map, but that's most likely to go up in flames, I would imagine. Police, we will put the police somewhere over in the commercial district because I imagine, again, that's kind of where the most crime's going to come. So we'll put the police station... Actually, we'll put the police station just as you come into town. The first thing you see, law and order. Have it on the corner there. They can get everywhere from this island, so that makes sense. What else do we need then? So we've got massive demand for low density, medium density, commercial and industrial. I think we've got probably the most for housing and commercial, so we can probably dot some commercial in before we can fill these in, and while they're filling in we can probably think about putting in some other things. So we'll go with the low residency first. And then we'll think about putting in some higher density stuff over here. I'm tempted by these European style small apartments. Just don't know exactly where to put them, but maybe on this busy road. So we could have apartments down here. I just don't know if this is going to make it too busy. I hope not. I hope not, but we'll see. This is a busy road now. This is a busy road. Look at them all queuing in. That tells me we probably need... Although they're not actually kind of... I don't know what they're waiting for here. Some people are turning round, which doesn't help. But I think they're kind of calling out for a second way in here, aren't they? So maybe we'll bring this road round and pop them in there. So they've got a more than one way to get in and out. Is that a 2-lane? I think it's a 2-lane. Might put that as a medium road. Once it gets round the corner here, we could up it to a medium. Although, we'll stick it on a... We'll stick to a small. We'll stick to a small for now. We'll put in a nice curve. Go straight for a bit, and then we'll put in another curve to finish it round. It's a bit steep there, that is. Kind of draw it freehand. There we go. It's quite a curve, but at least they've got more than one way in and out of that thing. And we can do with the bus, we can do like a city loop. If I can loop into here now, they can do kind of a city loop. Maybe we join in here. The problem with joining in here is I don't want people coming in here to go down there. No, we'll leave that. We'll leave that. I don't want people coming into the city and then coming into this small residential zone to get into this part. They're going to use this one as they should. Although it is getting busy. So the next thing is, why is it getting busy? Traffic jam. The traffic is getting significantly slowed. It is, and I don't know why. You think traffic lights would help here? See what we can do for some traffic management. Let's put some traffic lights in. And see if that helps. I don't know if it will. I don't understand why they're... I suppose we could delete the crossing point. How do we do that? How do you remove crossing points? Can we not do that yet? I'm sure you can do that. All we've got is these signs. Oh, crosswalk, here we go. Can we remove that? Yes, we can. Right click remove. So we can just have... So if we take away the crossings from here, they won't cross here anymore. If we put in a crossing, which we can do with the pavement tool, we can put in a crossing further up the road here somehow. There we go. For some reason it's gone into there. I don't know why it's done that. It wouldn't let me put in a full crossing unless I added a little bit extra for some reason. But they've got a crossing there. So they can cross the road from here. No problem. Get across here. Go down here. These people can cross here. They need another crossing. They've got a crossing here. That's fine. We just won't have them cross the road here. And if we don't have them cross the road here, we probably don't need traffic lights anymore. We can probably just get away with stop sign, maybe? Let's put a stop sign in. Otherwise, I think we're just going to have to... Traffic is really, really bad now. Traffic is really bad. So they're really queuing here everywhere. Because they don't despawn like they used to, you get them queuing all sorts of realistic but annoying ways. See, some people could go that way. But we've only got a 2-lane, well, yeah, 2-lane road, haven't we? So they're not actually able to do what they need to do. I wonder, you know, if we make this one way to get in, and then you leave that way. It's a bit annoying, but if we upgrade this to a one-way system for a second, we might not keep it this way. But if we left this as a one-way system, place the road like that. If we leave that to be a one-way system, will they... Traffic should flow better now, because they come in here. They can come down here and come back that way, that's fine. But they come down here, and the way out is this way. I think that should just help the traffic enough that they won't queue like they are. Well, let's hope anyway. Let's see how that does. Let's see if it fixes our traffic problem, because this is a big traffic problem to have so early on in the game, because we've barely done anything, and we've already got a traffic issue. And it's not ideal. At least we've got this waiting for ambulance. That should arrive and not get stuck in the traffic. Although I can't actually see it. I can't see any flashing lights. Are they getting help? They need help. I mean, realistically, you could just run across this grass, but... Oh, we'll see. We'll let that finish. So, we need to think about building some more low-res housing. We also need to think about some more demand for industry. So I think we are going to have to take some more tiles. So, presumably you can't just take random tiles. You can just take random tiles. Interesting. So they don't need to be joined together? However, if they're not joined together, we'd still need the road network to get in the industry from over there. So, and at the moment we don't have public transport either. So, I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and buy that tile. And then we're going to buy some more tiles this way to expand this little road here. So if we... Now this road's getting busy, so it's only going to get busier still. If we upgrade this to a medium road, 4-lane road, allows traffic to flow in both directions. Replace. We have this. I don't know why it's got this kind of weird zigzaggy thing there, but we'll leave it. It's character. We'll have that, but then we'll spin off of it into a... We'll go from this little weird bit. We'll come down here and then bring it to down here. So this will be like a secondary low residential area, and then this can be a higher residential area. We also need some more shops, and I think we'll have to put them out this way. Now, I don't really want them out this way because industry traffic goes in here. Don't want it coming out this way, particularly with our traffic issue we already have with the people living here. We've only got 1,600 residents. You would not think it would be this bad, but it is. And with it being so bad already, don't want extra people coming in. So maybe expand and have a commercial thing down here that they come to, and it's also linked into there. So I think that's the thing to do. So we'll expand that road as well. We'll have that as a bigger road, and then we'll build it down here, and we'll build this out here. So build this down to here. We'll link this in to here like that, and then we'll have commercial area. It's kind of offshooting off of it, so we'll have a road to there. Actually, can we put a grid system in? I don't want too many grids, as I mentioned in the previous episode, but a nice grid actually wouldn't be too bad, would it? For a commercial, just a commercial zone down here. So we'll probably get rid of that bottom road, actually. That looks a bit silly. We'll have that for now. Don't know what it's done here. Why it keeps doing that sort of zigzag thing like it did over there. I don't know. I don't know why it's done that, but we'll stay with it. So that should all be plumbed in nicely. So we'll put in some commercial zone. These, I assume that's noise from... That's noise pollution, isn't it? I would imagine. Or is this... No, customers. Customers terrain colour. What's this then? So there are no customers coming from there? Or is that where all the customers are? What does that mean? We'll find out, I guess. Let's put in some commercial zone. 2 of those should do it for now. And we'll build in some low res. So if we build a little roundabout there, and a little roundabout there. So off of this little roundabout, we can have a little... Don't want to get too close to that pollution. It's very hilly here. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that at all. Can we turn the... Where's the terrain? There it is, contour lines. Not that you can see the contour lines. I do think they should be... I think they should be white or it changes the topography somehow so that you don't see the green beneath it, because they are very... If you zoom in, you can barely see them. That's quite a thing, look. The channel all the way comes to here. Hilly both sides. Can we smooth that out a little bit? That's quite a... That's quite a little valley, isn't it? Be nice, actually, you know, if we could fill that with water somehow. If we could just lower it and have a little bit of water coming in here. That might look very nice. If we come round the edge of that and try and stay up on the hill and come round the hill a little bit. Something like that. Can we... Let's give this a quick save. Can we drop the level down here and will water come in if we do? If we drop the... No, sloped it down not quite as I wanted. It does work. We don't need that that strength, though. Let's get rid of the strength. That's quite a sheer drop now. I think it has worked, though. In terms of... Well, has it worked? No, because it won't take the edge off. Why won't it take the edge off? Let's drop that brush size down. Will that water flow? Will that water... Will the water just disappear now? Or will that fill up that hole? We don't need such a big hole, really. That was not part of the plan. I pressed the wrong button. We've made it to Grand Village. But I'm more interested in, can we fill this hole up with water? I mean, it makes a nice waterfall for the locals to come and look at. I mean, you can come here, park your car up. What a view. But, yeah, I don't need it so deep. Can we do anything to refill that slightly? Let's shift terrain. I wish the camera would stop jumping around. It's a bit useless, to be honest, the camera. Stop it. Okay, so I'm going to reload and do that again. Okay, we're going to do it, but I think if I do it softer this time, let's pause the game a second. Let's do this a bit softer. So we'll go with level. Or should we go shift? We'll go shift. But I want a very subtle shift. Just to let this water come in. Okay, we can maybe go a little bit more. Maybe like 30%. There we go. Maybe 25. That's a bit strong. Just let this water come in here somehow. And then we'll have like a lake. So... Alright, let's see if that fills up. If not, we'll just... we'll leave it for another time. It is coming. It's coming. The only problem I'm going to have here, though, as I've just realised where we are, is we're by the pollution. We're by the sewage outlet, which is going to flow here and probably come into here. So these nice people are going to be living here with the... Ooh, look at this nice lake full of the city's sewage. So it's not ideal. It's also not flowing as fast into here as I thought it would. Is it still coming? Or has it reached a point where it's no longer... I don't think it's really making much inroad. It's making some, but not a lot. Let's drop that down. Let some water really flow. It's going a bit weird. Don't think this was really meant for this right now, is it? Alright, that should do it. Alright, we'll see if that fills up. Let's go do something else. And we'll see if that fills up into like a little lake. As time goes on. So let's continue on filling in the housing here. So they've got like that little thing there. We could put a little roundabout on here if it'll let me. Will it let me? I don't think it'll let me. Oh, I just wanted it right there. Never mind. We'll have it... No, I do want it there. You know what, game? I do want it there. So we're going to have to delete something. We'll put a round... Can you just put the roundabout in first? No, you have to put the road in first. Annoying. We'll put the road to there. Then we'll put the roundabout in. And then we'll take the road from it and continue coming round. To something like that. That's more or less what I wanted. And then we'll have a straight road coming off of here, which will then branch out into there, there, and there. And then this road can continue coming round the coastline and join into there. And that can also have like a couple of offshoots, or one offshoot maybe, just to fill that gap up nicely. And got a little island here, so that will come like that, and then go like there and to there. Right, let's put some footpath in as well. Make sure they can all get around. So we could have one there to there, and then they could join that from here with a crosswalk over there as well to get to the other side. A nice bridge over this water. If this water ever fills in, which it is doing, it's just taking a while. When this water fills in, a nice bridge over the top wouldn't be too bad. It's a little bit low down though. It's not filling to... I thought it would almost kind of not be overflowing, but I thought it'd be higher than that. If it ever does, then we'll make use of a bridge over the top or something for our residents. Might as well do that there. Valid shape. Because I started on the wrong pixel. It is. Why is it... Come on, game. There we go. Do that one there. We've unlocked another milestone. Or is this... No, this is Grand Village like we did before when we were messing around. So we'll have... we've now got extra specialization, which we'll have a quick look at before we end the video. We'll attach this footpath into here, I think. That makes sense. Right. So we've got some residential. Let's put in some of this low res. So low density housing. Where are we going to go with this then? So at some point this will look very nice, but not with the sewage. So I think we'll start actually. We'll start inland for now. New signature building, Pop Musician Mansion. The terrace of this house is perfect for parties. The pop star living here loves to throw. Shall we move our pop star in by the sewage? What else have we got then? So now we have office zone. Okay, so we can put some officers in now. I don't know if our citizens are educated enough for that or not. So we'll take a look at that in the next episode. We could also do some district creation. And I guess we could even look at putting in some livestock farming and some other bits of things as well to start earning some money. Not actually sure how our finances are doing. Our expenditure is 366. Our revenue is 313. We're not far off. In the next episode, I think we might crack that and start making some money. Right, what else is going on? We've got this. That's filled in quite nicely. We haven't unlocked high density commercial yet. We need Great Town for that, so we're still a way off of that. So we'll fill this in with just regular old commercial for now. Maybe a second road in wouldn't be a bad shout either. So these people don't have to... So if we put in like a second road about there somewhere. Snake it round. Bring it in down there. Just so they've got another option. So if it's busy here, maybe they'll come this way. Because I know that the traffic kind of works in a... I'll get there in the shortest route kind of way. But if it's busy or if it's going to take me longer, I am willing to go the long way around to get to where I need to get to if it's quicker. I'm not 100% sure how it all works. Our little one-way system here seems to have solved our traffic issue quite nicely, actually. Our main issue is parking now. So we've solved the traffic issue by making that one-way. So that's good. That was one of the issues we've had. We just have massive demand now for housing, don't we? So we need to make some... I think we've got a big demand for what I assume is either apartments or low rent. City information, here we go. So we've got demand, so for all of these, I think. So high density residential counts as what, though? Mixed signature buildings. Interesting. So medium. So this counts as... So we haven't unlocked high-res then. I assume this is the high density, yeah. So we haven't unlocked that. So the third bar is high density though. But we haven't unlocked high density. We have medium and we have low rent. Which I would imagine is not high density, or is that high density? Maybe that is high density with it being low rent. Maybe it is. But we wouldn't want it. I don't think we need that in this area. I think we need to build out another area here for that. And I think we've unlocked, with Grand Village, we have unlocked buses and taxis now as well. So I think we might as well... we'll put in a little bus route, I think. We'll throw in some more housing over here. They can all live that side of the road, because otherwise they'll get swallowed into the abyss. They'll all move in thinking, oh, what a weird lake. Although it's now filled in quite well, actually. I might refine it between episodes and make it a bit smoother and thingy, but I think we'll keep that. We'll put some trees around it, make a little park area. It'll be nice. We'll let them move in. We'll build a little area here off of the... thing for some higher res or medium residential housing. So we'll come off of this road. we'll make like a... what can we do here? Can we do that? Just to fill that area up. Valid shape overlapping. Come on, game. Or if we go this way instead. Okay, it doesn't mind that. Let's go for it. It is a quicker way of doing a grid. If you like grid cities, it's going to be very easy for you to build a nice grid. Interesting road it's given us here. I was wondering what we was going to do with that, because I saw it clipping in. Very interesting. The old Skylines would have had absolutely none of that. It would have hated it. It would not have even entertained the idea of putting a road there. To be honest with you, I don't like it, but it looks terrible. I'm going to delete it anyway. But I like the idea that it actually put that in. But we are going to make it look better than that, so put our own road in. But I do like the idea that it even considered the possibility. Now, I'm going to leave this as a bypass road, I think. So we'll bring this round. We'll delete it a little bit, and then we'll have this as like a bypass. We will have this as a bypass road, so you don't actually come in to this housing off of this road. If we can help it, because I think it's... If we're going to have like all those apartments and things here. So that can go in down there. We'll have some sort of link for this, but I don't know where. At the moment, it's linked in down here. Don't really want to link it off of here, but I think we're going to have to. Probably a bad idea. Because the traffic through here is going to be insane. In fact, that needs upgrading. There is no way that road's going to be enough for that. Let's upgrade it to that and hope for the best. But this road is going to be insanely busy. So what we'll do, though, before we end, is I will put a bus route in before we finish, and then we can... The next video will be filling out all of this, and hopefully not killing the city with massive amounts of traffic. We might as well put the bus depot. I assume this can just go anywhere out of the way, so we'll put this over here. You can get the petrol from across the road. So that looks good. Now, how does this work then? Does this work the same as EU bus stop sign and an EU shelter? Interesting. So you can just have the bus stop, not the shelter. So for a smaller stop, we could just get away with a thing like that. What are these transport? Public transport overview, bus lines, train lines, tram lines, etc. Cargo lines. So everything will be in here. Interesting. Okay. Let's put that on pause a second. A lot of stuff is happening in the background and I'm not catching what's going on. So, if we have a... I'd like to come into this, but to do that we need to have a... Now, you can have a bus-only lane, can't you? I'm sure we just saw one-way public transport line. That would be perfect, because we can come in, sweep up these people, come over here. Perhaps. I think that's what I want to do. So, if I put in a... We only need it to be one way. Or do we want two-way? Do we want two-way so we can have buses going both ways? So let's do that. So we'll put in a little two-way off of this junction here. Beautiful. That's a godsend. I'm glad they've put that in the game. So we can now put in some stops then. So if we put in, I mean, the shelter costs more, but we'll put shelters in. I mean, they cost more, but I think they're worth it, aren't they? So where do we want this sort of line to begin? We'll start it in... Start it here. I don't think it matters. Well, this isn't the line, is it? These are just the stops. So we'll start it sort of Have one here. And then we'll have another stop. Do we come through or do we go up for the cemetery? We'll put another one here. Because then you can get off and use the cemetery if you want to. I suppose we ought to try and get people to come to work as well. So does it circle up here and back down again? Or do we have a separate bus for that? We'll have a separate bus, I think. So then you come down here. There's no point stopping there. We can have a stop here somewhere. Ideally, we'd have incorporated the school in that, but... Actually, no, we don't want to stop there, do we? Let's get rid of that. Can we get rid of that? Just have to delete it. Yes. Where's the stops again? So we'll forget that. So we'll do the loop. We'll come back up. Then we'll come into here. So then we'll have a... Oh, this is going to be a bit of a weird bus line, I think, the way it's going. We'll have one there. One over that side. One there. Come through here. We'll have one about here somewhere. Road required. We'll put one about there. Put one about there. And they'll come out here. They'll come down this road. We'll have one here for the school. We'll have another one here for this school. And then they'll come back around and go down there. It's a bit of a weird loop. Connect bus stops to create a bus line. Okay, let's do that. So this is going to be a weird loop, I think, but I think it'll help. So if we'll start here, then we'll go to here. Then you come out of here. Come down here and then what? Then yeah, then round and yes, we'll do that. We'll come into here. Come into here. And we'll go to... No, I want you to go that way. Can we put a waypoint? Why would you circle back there? That can't be quicker, surely. Okay, we'll have to put a stop over here then. Unless you can waypoint it somehow. I don't think you can waypoint. We'll put in a simple bus stop up here somewhere. That'll never get used. Well, we'll put it here. But then these people can use it as well, I guess. So we'll go back to that. Has that line now been dismissed, or is it still hanging somewhere? Sometimes this used to be hanging somewhere, didn't it? If you'd not finished it. Okay, it just got rid of it. Okay. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Alright, let's start again. So we'll go bus stop. Bus stop. That one there. Here. Come up here. Come here. I do like the way it tells you what the bus stop actually is. So... Oh, of course, we can't do that because of the one-way system. Ah, of course. That's probably why it was telling me to do that before. Because of the one-way system. Because that road's one way for traffic purposes. Can we turn that off for buses? Ah, that's an oversight. I mean, I don't know. Was that just an influx of people that caused that traffic? Let's go on the thought process that it probably was just because of an influx of people. So we'll turn that back to two-way. And I think I'm going to have to make my bus stop again, aren't I? I'm going to have to make my round again. Here we go. So we'll start here. Go here. We'll come here. Here. Would that have now gone round there? No, it wouldn't, interestingly. So that is just it. It wants to do a weird stop. Even here it's doing a weird loop-de-loop. It's on the wrong side of the road, that's why. Oh, who would have thought putting down some bus stops would have caused such issues? Okay, we should now be able to make, finally, this bus stop. This bus route. So we'll start here. We'll come down here. We'll come to here. Then we'll come to that one there. Then we'll come to this one. Then we'll come here. Then we'll come here. And then to here. Then we'll come to that one there. That one there. Finish off with that one there before we return to the beginning to complete the route. And then we'll go the opposite way. And hopefully I'm clicking all of the right bus stops, otherwise this is going to get very confusing. Okay, that is our bus line done then. So we've got a nice little trip around, brings you to the shops. Close enough to the industry, they'll probably walk that. So what do we do now then? So now we've got a bus line. Bus line 1, bus line 2. 10 stops. It's 5.8 kilometers. Why has one got 10, one got 11? It's gone wrong somewhere. I'll find out between episodes. We won't bother with it now. Is that going then? If I press play, is that just going to activate, or do we need to do something? Nope, it's going to activate. Here we go. So presumably we can have different bus types when we unlock them, or because at the moment there's no line visibility, line details, line color. Can't have a different looking bus, but maybe that'll come in time, because they had implemented that, hadn't they? Don't know if we can do that yet. I like this. I do like this line feature. That looks a lot better than the old one. Okay, well, the buses are heading out. Hopefully that'll get people moving around. So that will do today's episode. I think in the next one we'll fill this in and probably put in some sort of bus line over here as well to get these people hooked in nicely, and then maybe try and hook them into there. Try and deal with some of this demand for housing that we have going on, and try and level up to the next milestone, which, well, we'll try and work our way through these, try and get towards Big Town. Don't think we'll make it in the next episode, but what's going on over here? We'll also fix off not enough customers, but that should hopefully fix itself with the bus network, hopefully. But that is going to do today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you for another video very soon.